Alright guys, you know the drill. Before we start today's video, we gotta get paid.
This video is sponsored by Hyperion. Alright guys, so this sponsored video today is going out to all my car enthusiasts watching right now. Guys, there is a huge problem out there to where people are literally hijacking your freaking key fob and able to boost the signal to unlock your car. So that's exactly why we partnered up today with Hyperion, because they're here to help. As you can see, I actually received their Juggernaut Black RFID signal blocker. This is some top-notch quality, and here she is. It works extremely well, super simple to use, but yet very effective. When you park your car or you're inside for the night, pop the lid off. You're gonna take your key fob, you just slide it in their nice titanium case, lock it up, boom. There is no way a signal of any sort is gonna get through to this, which means you're protected. Obviously, guys, this product isn't gonna protect your vehicle from someone smashing in your window or taking a coat hanger and hitting your lock. If you head to the link in the description, not only are you gonna be able to get yourself one of these RFID signal blockers, but for all my subscribers watching this video right now, you are gonna receive 35% off your order and free shipping to anybody in the States. I just wanna go ahead and thank Hyperion for sponsoring this video, and let's get with it.
What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to Derek Barron Productions for another video, and thank you so much for tuning back in. And good old Bluetooth valve back here, and for those of you that didn't catch last week's episodes, we've been cranking out some major steps with this car. Make sure you go watch them after this video. I mean it, after this video. Don't be clicking off now and ruining my watch time and stuff. Watch it after. But guys, Bluetooth valve, we have been making some serious progress here in the last couple weeks. And you know, we could do a little walk around real fast and give you just a slight idea of what we got going on. As many of you guys may know, this is my 1999 Mustang GT in bright Atlantic blue, and at one time this car was bagged. It still has the Vortex supercharger on it. Pretty much, for those of you that are just now tuning in, this is the car that made me what I am today, and I was very grateful that I had the opportunity to buy it back. And ever since I bought it back, we have been chipping away at getting this thing right. And for those of you that don't know, but you're soon gonna find out, and as soon as you find out, you better hit that subscribe button, because I expect you to tune in every single day, Monday through Friday, for a new video. But anyway, this is actually the car I bought after I sold that one, and this is my 2013 Mustang GT, also known as Blucifer. But that's another story, guys. Like I said, subscribe, you'll see a lot more. Oh, here's Project Fox, that's another story as well. Let's continue. So picking up where we left off last week, guys, you obviously can tell we have the headlights off and the bumper is barely held onto the car, and that's because we actually do need a new front bumper along with a new Cobra lip, which is going to be in the works here very soon. But today we have an important step, and probably the most exciting step about this whole entire process of getting Bluetooth valve back to even better condition than when I sold it. Actually, hold that thought. So in today's video, guys, we're actually going to be focusing on this bad boy right here, and this is going to be the intercooler setup for the Vortex V3 SI supercharger I have on the car. And I'm actually going to pop the hood so you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about, because there's just so much that is not correct with this setup. I'm actually going to go ahead and give you guys just a little sound clip of the recirculating setup, but you despise the way the blow-off valve sounds, and I agree, it's terrible. But let's take a listen. We'll let this warm up for just a second, and I'll go ahead and give it a couple revs. So yeah, that's what it sounds like. Other than the blow-off valve being a little tacky and the car running pretty rich, it sounds super healthy still, and it's like really responsive. So as soon as we convert this to blow through, get a retune with that smaller pulley, make about 400 wheel, this thing's gonna be a little fun animal, I promise you. So first looks at the car, you can probably tell that it is complete, but it's not right, and here's why. So while I try to explain this to the best of my ability, just try to follow along as best as you can, because there is not much information on YouTube alone when it comes to, you know, a Vortex supercharger on a new edge. First thing you're probably going to notice with this supercharger in particular is that this Vortex V3 SI is intercooled, as you just saw, and that's kind of unusual for this blower on this car. So when it comes to Vortec, their solution for their cooling on this product is going to be an air to water cooler, and I'm not too sure where it sits. I want to say it sits right here and takes place of the battery. It's going to be essentially a tank that you fill with water, and it's going to cool the blower down, and it's just not going to be the exact same thing as an intercooler itself, obviously. So there's definitely one thing to keep in mind when you want to supercharge your 2-valve is just know that some blowers do not come intercooled. I know the Paxton, which is a sister brand of Vortec, does come with an intercooler, and obviously the Pro Charger does come with an intercooler. And that's one of the things about myself, guys, is I absolutely hate piecing things together that don't typically belong on the car or on a kit. So when it comes to this setup, guys, this intercooler you see here on the car is actually a universal kit, and it's made by CX Racing, and I know a lot of people that run this setup on this car use this kit. So although this intercooler kit essentially works for this car, at the same time it doesn't, and that's why it's going to require some fabrication and some change-ups to get this thing running perfect. A couple of problems with this kit, if you do plan on going this route, is going to be this charge pipe right here. And you might ask yourself what exactly is wrong with this setup. So right here, we're going to have our blow-off valve, and I don't even know what brand this is. There we go. It's a Gretti blow-off valve. I don't know if this comes with the kit or if this was aftermarket. The charge pipe, throttle body, air is going to go through, and you're going to want a mass airflow sensor up here. Mass airflow sensor is down here in the fender, and that is no good because your air is going to start fluctuating like crazy. This car right now is currently running ridiculously rich. This thing just isn't tuned properly whatsoever. So there is a couple solutions that you can do when it comes to converting this charge pipe into, you know, what they call a blow-through intercooler setup on this car. And again, that's exactly what you want. Trust me. Save the headache, go blow-through setup with these, and your car will appreciate it so much more. A lot of people will start by taking off the blow-off valve, and they actually sell a flange close-up. It's just like a flat piece with a gasket that goes over this blow-off valve flange, and you put the screws in and tighten it down, therefore no air leaks through. That's a good start if you want to keep this same charge pipe. And then the second thing they do is they order a slot MAF, take it to someone that can do some fabrication, and they'll end up cutting the hole, feeding the MAF in with the bung, and then doing all the welding work on this. Just get your little harness and boom, slap your mass airflow sensor plug in. And obviously with removing the blow-off valve off the charge pipe and inserting a mass airflow sensor, what about the blow-off valve? That's a great question, and here's your answer. So I actually just ran into a little speed bump because I don't know exactly how all this stuff works. I'm trying to learn as I go, especially when it comes to a blow-through setup on an intercooler kit. I get the idea. I wasn't too sure, so I reached out to my tuner of this car, Kevin, over at Flim Flam Speed in Richmond. So if you guys ever need a tune, hit up Kevin. I pretty much asked him if you have your throttle body up top, obviously, and blow through means the mass airflow sensor is going to be right there as I showed you guys. Can you mount the blow-off valve anywhere after that? Because that's kind of where it's at right now. Is this setup is going from the mass airflow sensor, and then it goes down to a coupler, and then it's a new pipe, and that new pipe is on the passenger side of the car where the blow-off is, and I've never seen that there. I've only seen them on the driver's side, bottom left, so it kind of threw me off. All right, Kevin, I have a quick question for you. So obviously you know that we put the V3 on, and when I bought the car back, they put an intercooler on it, but I know this intercooler isn't a blow-through setup. This is how it was with the mass airflow sensor still down there. I actually found a guy on Facebook that had the same exact CX Racing kit, and what he did is he made a slot MAF in this one, covered up this flange so no air was getting through, and then relocated the blow-off valve on, it looks like in the photo, it's this pipe down here is where the blow-off valve sits. Now my question is I've seen a lot of Pro Charger setups and other people with Vortex mount the blow-off valve on this side of the intercooler, on this pipe, or even on that middle pipe right there. Now my question is, if I have the slot MAF up here regardless, and let's just say that pipe that comes in, because the one in the photos you can see has a nice bend to it, this one down here is completely straight. I was just wondering if the blow-off valve is on this pipe and the mass airflow sensor is still right here, will that work, or will I have to get it on that side? I don't know exactly how that works. And he actually just got back to me, and his response is, you are correct. If the mass airflow is up near the throttle body and the blow-off valve is on either side of the intercooler, it will work all the same, which is good. Okay, I didn't know that. The most important part is mass airflow location, and since it's downstream, it won't matter. Blow-off valve could be directly after the blower on the inlet side or the outlet side of the intercooler. You are thinking about it 100% correct. So, whew, thank God. That's good news. That's good news. So thank you, Kevin. Figured I'd share that with you guys because, like I said, there's not a lot of information out there on YouTube about doing this. So make sure you get a slot MAF, and then I guess you can mount the blow-off valve anywhere after that. So The more you know. But all right, let's go ahead and jump right on into this. We are gonna start on this left side, as I mentioned, and we're gonna disconnect this charge pipe first. This vacuum line, which goes into a T-split, because this is going into the cabin to my boost gauge. And we have 2 T-splits on here. What is that about? Looks like it might be an 11. I think that's what we used. And these are some good clamps too, so I'm definitely gonna reuse these. Hook this vacuum line. All right. And our charge pipe with the blow-off valve is off. Keep the coupler, and as I mentioned, we're gonna keep these. I don't think this is the one that comes with the CX Racing kit. I wanna say the CX Racing kit's some cheapo purple one. Let me know if anybody needs this. I'll be more than happy to help you out. But down here in this fender, guys, this is where our mass airflow sensor is, and I have to just disconnect it. There we go. And there's another clip up top. Now you can't really see, but all right, got both of those. Couple clamps down here. Hopefully I can get this on this angle. All right, there's our mass airflow sensor. I want to say this is the Ford Lightning mass airflow sensor, and I don't think I'll be needing it because I actually have an SCT BA2000 or whatever it is coming in with that little kit I bought. So if anybody's in the need of a mass airflow to push a little more power, let me know. Disconnect. All right, I'm not gonna be needing this anymore. This came off the blow-off valve, if I remember correctly. But I don't remember where this line came off of. Did I take this off anything? So this is gonna be our blow-off valve down in here, so we can actually go ahead and remove that pipe as well. So when that new one comes, we can slap the blow-off valve pipe on. All we have to do is just switch them out once it gets here. But yeah, looking at the photo, looks like the blow-off valve is gonna sit right there. But on another note, guys, I do have some questions for you, and please, 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 if you know, comment down below as descriptive as possible. Where is this gonna hook up? This is gonna hook up onto the charge pipe. I already saw the fitting on there. This is the vacuum line. I'm assuming I'm gonna have to get a new one that's a little bit longer to reach the blow-off valve, because this is gonna go onto the blow-off valve. That's mass airflow, this plug right here. This one was connected to the intake part as well. Am I gonna need this part, or am I just gonna let it hang down there and it's not gonna be used? So let me know in the comments down below, guys. I'm super curious. Shout out goes out to Cody. He's the one hooking it up with those 2 pipes and saving me a ton of work and time, because otherwise I'd have to take all this stuff to a shop, get it fabbed up, and just pretty much go from there. But since it's the same intercooler kit that was on his car, and he already had all that work done, I just gotta legit replace, bolt everything up, throw a turbo guard, plug everything back in, and she'll be ready, man. And I was also looking, guys, because I did mention I'm gonna drop down pulley size. Obviously, after we get the belt taken off this pulley, it almost looks like, you know, they get this nut right here. We loosen that nut and this pulley will slide right off, which is sick because I don't have to take the whole entire blower off the car, which would have been a pain in the butt. And of course, guys, this is gonna be a little step-by-step. I'm trying to bring as much information to light as possible when it comes to supercharging these cars and the little ins and outs, because there's just nothing on YouTube. People just post dyno videos, short installs, and they kind of skip all the main stuff, such as a blow-through setup. So hopefully this helps a lot of you guys. I'm freaking pumped, and my parts should be here either tomorrow or Wednesday. It's finally starting to come together. If we can push about 400 wheel and, you know, get a new bumper and stuff put on, it'll be all good to go. I cannot express to you how excited this makes me, and the fact that converting this into a blow-through is going to be so easy, because essentially all the work is done for me. It's just such a good feeling. I don't have to really mess with much. But you know, guys, as far as today's video, I really don't know if there's much more to do, because right now it's just kind of a waiting game. I'm waiting on those 2 pipes with the mass airflow and the blow-off valve to come in the mail. They were shipped out today, so that's great news. And like I said, it should be here Tuesday or Wednesday. Still gotta do the roof wrap. I still gotta get the rear deck lid rewrapped along with the diffuser. I might take the wrap off the gas door. I don't really know. I don't know how I feel about it. Taillights and headlights are getting tinted. Gonna have that look back. Got to do a new bumper along with a new Cobra lip, but that's all gonna come after getting the car running to its full potential. Remember this, it's all because of you guys, and of course Mike with Texas Detailing Pro. So make sure you guys go check out his Instagram if you're in Texas and you want a saucy detail. Hit him up. All his information is in the description below. There you have it, guys. That is gonna go ahead and wrap up today's video. Thank you so much for watching today's DBP vlog. Shout out is going out to Spider GT. Thank you so much for continued support. Make sure you guys go check him out on Instagram. And if any of you guys want a chance to win a shout out on the vlog such as this one, everyone, all you have to do is go to Instagram, follow me at Derek Barron Productions. It's right there on the screen, and make sure you use the hashtag DVP Squad in all your posts. As you guys know, every time I film a video just like this, I go to the hashtag, I see you used it, and boom, shout out. Again, guys, thank you so much, and we will see you tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, for another video. But until next time, we'll see you later.